Welcome back, everyone. It's Kris and Jacki from my girlfriend's quilt shop, and we are here for another Scan and Cut video. This time, we're going to be talking about how to cut felt.
Yes, I love felt. I love to use felt in all of my fun crafting, even fabric.
Yeah, absolutely.
Projects that I have.
Yeah, definitely. So there's a few things we want to make sure you're aware of. First off, we recommend that you use the fabric mat.
Yes.
Now, it is the most sticky, so what do you suggest?
Do not use your brayer, because if you really push that down on there, you may have some problems, depending on the width or the
thickness of
your felt. Yes.
Yeah.
So you have to look at that and see, because there are different thicknesses in the felt.
That is very, very true. You want to use a good quality felt too,
yes,
don't you?
Do. Yeah, because you don't really want to see through it a lot.
If you see through it, it's just going to end up tearing.
Right, yes, it will.
You know, when you peel it off. So good quality felt is important. The other thing we're going to use is, this time we're going to use the Rotary Blade.
Yes.
All right, let's take a look at what is the difference between the regular thin fabric blade and the Rotary Blade. So this is our thin fabric blade, and if I push this in, you're going to see a very, very tiny blade popping out. So it's very, very small. However, on the Rotary Blade, it is exactly what we're talking about, isn't it, Jacki?
Yes, it's the tiniest Rotary Blade I've ever seen.
I believe you're right. So this is definitely the one you want to use when cutting felt. I think you're going to have much better results. If you think about it, the thin fabric blade, it goes around and it almost pushes the fabric, where this blade is actually a hopping blade.
Yes.
I don't want you to get a Rotary Blade confused with like a Rotary Blade that you would normally use. It's not exactly like that. Yes, it's shaped the same, but it doesn't necessarily do the rolling like it does.
Right.
What this does is it hops.
Yes.
Which might scare you a little bit at first. You're going, what's going on?
Yes.
But what it's doing is it's actually trying to help find the very best cut for you.
It is the smartest Rotary Blade that I have ever encountered, which is really true.
Yes, definitely. So let's go ahead and switch this out, and we're going to put in the Rotary Blade on this. Now, Jacki, if someone didn't have a fabric mat, they could use the standard mat, right?
Yes, you could definitely.
But our recommendation would be
to use the fabric one.
Yeah.
And so we're going to use our fabric mat with this. We have our felt.
Okay.
And there again, we'll put it wherever we want to on this mat, because we know that our Scan and Cut will scan wherever we would like it. So we're going to also, maybe we'll do it this way.
Okay.
I'm going to just slightly make sure that it's all attached to the mat. I'm not going to use my brayer.
Okay.
And I'm not going to really put a lot of force on it.
I just don't want it to stick too much. And again, we can do a little test just to see how well does that felt come up from here.
Because if there's felt left on there when you're pulling it up, that means we really don't.
It's too sticky. Yeah,
Yes.
and maybe you need to go to the standard mat.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and just lightly smooth that over. And let's go ahead and take a look at this at the machine.
Okay, we're going to use a design that's already in and I'm going to do a snowflake, and I know there are no gray, well, there could be gray snowflakes, but in this case, I'm going to use gray so that we can see it.
Okay.
So I'm going to load the mat so it recognizes the mat. I'm going to just find a pattern that is in the machine. So I'm going to go to this tree. I'm going to go to the first page, and here we have a lot of fun different snowflakes to cut out. Which one do you like?
Oh boy, let's go with
this one?
09.
Okay,
Sure.
so let's choose that one. And now, I'm not really sure what size we want to do on this.
Okay.
So I'm just going to leave it, whatever the default is. I'm going to push OK, but before, I'm going to push OK again. I'm going to set it. But before we do this, we're going to scan so that we can do perfect placement where we want it to go. So I'm going to push the scan key and start. And now it's going to scan my felt. Now, one thing that I've noticed with felt, sometimes if it is a little bit thicker, you can run it through a second time.
Okay.
So I would definitely test when you're doing this to see if you've got it right. Now you can actually see. You can actually see the piece of felt that's on there. Isn't that awesome? And obviously we need to move our snowflake.
Okay.
And we'll put that right then, and voila. That is exactly the size that we would like.
I love it.
We could even increase that a little bit if we wanted to. And by doing that, you can just go into the edit screen and you can adjust the size however you want to. So that's what's really fun.
I like that a lot.
So I am really good with what's happening here, so I'm going to push OK. So we're going to please select, and we're going to cut it.
And there's really no other adjustments, right?
No, not at all. But
should we go ahead and test this?
We should test it, just to make sure. So we're going to test this. So now we can see that our triangle is not on our fabric at all. So we
That's
need
not
to
going to help us.
No, it won't help us at all. So we are going to actually move it down into the corner. So now we can actually test it on the felt.
Okay.
So we're going to push start, and it's going to, it has to think. The machine is pretty amazing.
It is.
Where it automatically will test.
It's because of the autoblade feature.
Yes, and it's going to, this mat is going to go all over the place. So don't worry about that. You see that it's really...
It's not possessed. It's just fine.
It's not. So now we have our test. We don't need to test it again, I don't think, but we will check and... Let's check and see our test cut.
Let's pull this back.
And there it is. Look at that. We're going to take our little spatula and take that off, and I think that cut just perfect.
I think so too. I think we're ready to cut the snowflake.
Yeah, we don't need to make any more adjustments, so we're going to take it back to our machine.
Okay.
We are going to load that.
And watch the magic happen.
And watch it go. Yes. All right, so now that we've tested it and everything, now sometimes the machine, if it is too thick, it might, we may want to mention that
we may have a message appear on the screen.
There might be a message saying that you need to make an adjustment on your machine, which is on the left side of your machine. There is a number back here on the side. There's number 1 or number 2. It might have you switch that down to number 2.
Okay.
If it's not thick enough.
If the item going through is too thick, it will want to be on a level 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But if it's not and it goes through just fine, keep it at a level 1.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
But your machine will actually tell you if you need to make that adjustment.
Okay.
So that's what's wonderful about that as well, is it will actually tell you if you needed to put that at a 2.
Exactly.
But obviously we're good. It worked, and it kept going. Now you notice that the machine is literally going all over the place.
It is. I'm going, what's happening?
And the reason why it's such a smart blade
it really
is it is actually finding the best cut.
Yeah.
So instead of going all the way around, it might be finding a better way to do it.
Okay.
So your machine will go up and down, so don't be alarmed.
Now the other thing to make note of, Jackie, is that using the rotary blade actually does add a little bit more time onto your cut time, doesn't it?
It sure does.
So if we are doing something with the thin fabric blade, it might be even a minute shorter. Right? Or a couple minutes, depending on what project you're doing. So just know that the rotary blade does take a little bit longer, but the results are absolutely worth it.
Yes, and it is really okay is if you don't test it and you actually just cut it out, and it doesn't cut out all that well, you can just put it back into the machine and cut it a second time.
Yes, definitely.
And it will work out just great.
And if you do that, make sure that you don't unload the mat completely from the machine, so that everything is sure to line up. So just go ahead, do a little, check of the snowflake while the mat is still in the machine, and like you said, just put it right back in and just do another cut.
Yeah, there's no reason to take.
And it's not uncommon to do that.
That's right.
That's not necessarily a bad thing.
It doesn't mean that your rotary blade is
not working.
It's not working or it's not sharp.
Right.
So, but sometimes on thicker mediums, you have to run it through a second time, and it's okay. It's a really smart thing. It knows exactly. Okay, so now we are finished cutting.
Let's go ahead, before you pull it out, let's take a look and
check
see.
And see.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take my spatula and the thing with felt, is only pressed. So it does stretch really, really easily. So I would be very, very careful when you are taking it off. But it looks like...
that looks beautiful.
Yes, I think it looks great.
Okay, so there's no need to have it recut.
No, so I think we're okay. We're going to unload it, and then we will take our spatula. And you'll also know that the felt will get really lots of fuzzies on your mat. So this will really give the wear and tear on your mat.
That's right. It's a good thing we know how to clean it,
exactly.
Right? Wow.
So look at that. It cut it with not a problem at all. We can even just use our weeding tool to cut out that center part.
Oh,
There's a little center.
Okay, there is a center.
Yeah. So I love the weeding tool for a lot of things other than just vinyl.
Okay.
And then we just wiggle that because we don't want to distort our snowflake at all.
Right. There we go.
And there's our snowflake.
Oh, so cute.
Isn't that so cute?
And you know what? There's no way I could cut that with scissors.
No, and it cuts so clean and everything, there's not cut marks or anything on there.
My goodness.
It just cut it like a breeze.
Love it. Okay, I'm going to replace my protective sheet, and I'm also going to remember that it might be sooner than later that I have to clean that again. But can you imagine having a whole sheet to felt and being able to cut out multiples at the same time?
It would be a lot of fun.
It would be great.
Yeah.
Okay, fast and efficient. All right, friends, so here's the challenge for you is that we want to see your felt cut.
Yes.
All right. In fact, if you purchase one of our kits from us, you have a piece of white felt in your kit, and we encourage you to cut out a snowflake that is found on the machine. Post a picture in our Friends of My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop page. Make sure and use the hashtags My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop as well as ScanNCut MGQS.
Yes.
All right. That was pretty easy, right?
Yes, that was a lot of fun. Can't wait to see all of your creations.
All right.